Hey man, I hope everybody's doing all right. It is Wednesday, August 10th, and I got off of work at 9 o'clock. And I actually was just talking to a buddy of mine for about 45 minutes, and I meant to start doing this right away, but I was talking to my friend for a while. And what I'm doing is I am redoing. It's really an upgrade to my Bic Runga collection, but I'm also. It's funny because when I look at the video that I did a month or two ago, this was a little while ago. I used the day after Christmas. Oh my God, it was a long time ago now because it's August. So, but when I looked at the video recently, and I just can't stand it. It's a horrible video. So this will be a lot more concise, with more. It'll be more. I'll provide the information that I provided in that other video, but it'll be a lot more concise once I get started on it, which will be right now. And of course, this is her Bic Runga's first album. Bic Runga, a New Zealand artist. So she's known in New Zealand, primarily in New Zealand, and in Australia, Australasia, as they sometimes call it. And she is of Chinese origin, actually, I believe. So, but anyway, this is her first album, Drive. This is a New Zealand pressing. This is from 1997. That's when it was released. And it has, as you can see, it's got it's a 2 CD, one of those slim packs, those 2 CD slim packs, because what I ended up doing was there's a lot of non-album tracks and alternate takes and all kinds of different bits of music, songs that she recorded that were not on, that were recorded during or around the same time or beforehand. They're not on the album, so I just burned a disc to include all those other tracks. I believe that this has all that stuff. It ended up being about an hour long. So anyway, so this album was released back in 1997 in New Zealand, on Columbia. All right, so let's put it away. All right, 2 years later, they re-released it. Back in 1999, the album was re-released on Columbia. This is the limited collector's edition with a bonus disc, not a bonus track, but a whole disc worth of new stuff. And it's a totally different looking package. Here is the bonus disc. Here's the other side of the package. If you want to see what it looks like, I'm showing it to you now. The bonus disc has a song called "You," which is on the Love Soup EP. Then there's some B-sides. "Ordinary Girl." Oh, "Ordinary Girl" might be one of the might be from the Love Soup EP as well, from 1995. The Love Soup EP was released before this was. And then there's some B-sides: "Welcome to My Kitchen," "Dust," "Close the Door, Put Out the Light," and then a live version of "Sway." I'm not sure. Recorded at the Games Room, Wellington, 1994. So it was actually released before her first album. There you go. All right, so that's that. And I think I even mentioned in the previous video that this goes for a pretty penny. So if you're looking for it, look hard, because you're gonna pay a lot for it if you, otherwise. You might have to pay a lot for it anyway. So here's the Love Soup EP. Now I have 2 copies of this, and it's strange because well, first of all these tracks, Drive, You, Take It Out Sometimes, Ordinary Girl, and Swim, those are the songs on this thing, and they're all non-album tracks, because they're different versions of Drive, different version of Swim. Yeah. And 3 other songs that are on here that aren't on the album at all. So, but it was interesting. I ended up getting 2. I can't remember why I ended up getting 2, but it's just that the paperwork on one of these is incorrect. It shows a different order of the songs, and the CD itself actually has some different information on it as well. It's really strange. It's not that it has different information, but it's the way it actually looks differently, where it says manufactured in Australia by Sony Music Australia Limited. It's one of them has 3 lines. That's the one with 3 lines, and then one has 4 lines. It says Entertainment, Sony Music Entertainment Australia Limited. So it's bizarre to me, because there's actually a difference in the disc, in the pressing of the copy on the disc itself. But the discs themselves are basically identical. All right, they have the same songs on them. And this was released back in 1995. So this was actually released before the album. Okay. And then there is her first single, Sway. And what's interesting about this, right, I have 2 copies. Again, they appear identical. These are actually 3-song EPs. There's Sway is on this album, on this disc, I should say, on this EP, and then 2 more songs, I Don't Mean It, and Lonely Lola Cherry Cola Girl. But what's really bizarre is that on one of these discs, the song Sway is an alternate version than what's on the album that came out. If you look at the at the disc itself, where right in the middle of the disc, you could see there is, well, it's not right in the middle of the disc, but it's right around the plastic, the clear plastic part of the disc. You can find what is the catalog number. And if you look at the catalog number, if there's somebody who's looking for this, okay, actually, I believe you have to look at it from the front side, is it? Or, oh no. Yeah, you have to look at it from the back. And if you look at it from the back and you find the catalog number, there's a little bit of space after the catalog number, and then there's either a 01 or a 02. And if you find, if you're looking for this single and you want to get the alternate version of, or the early version of Sway, you're going to want to find the one with a 02 at the end of it. This one has 01. It contains the regular album version. All right, trying to give you some information here if you're a big fan. So if you're interested in that alternate track and you see this thing for sale, and you are able to look at the disc itself, look at the center of the disc, find the catalog number, and then look after the catalog number, see if there's a 01 or a 02. If it's a 02, that's the one that you want. That has the alternate version of Sway on it, and it's a great version. There's actually a video that she recorded featuring the alternate version of the song. Okay, and then you get 2 other songs. Okay, some more CD singles or EPs, I guess you could call them, because there's like 3 songs on these things. This one is Bursting Through. These are from New Zealand or Australia. Okay, and this one has Bursting Through, Making a Scene, and then Bursting Through acoustic mix. All right, so there's the second and the third song are non-album tracks. Now, hold on 1 second. I just want to double check something. I'm going to double check this. Yeah, actually, the version of Bursting Through on that single is a different version than the album version. And then Bursting Through acoustic is different. All right, so just letting you know. There's 3 different versions of Bursting Through that have been recorded. All right. And then I'm going to keep this out just to be sure. Because I haven't been listening to Bic Runga's music. Actually, I take that back. I did pull this out, and that compilation that I put on here, that I store with this, I played that. That was maybe around Christmas time, so it was a while ago. And it was great. It was great to hear it. Here is the album version of Sway, released on a CD single. It contains 2 more tracks, Dust and Close the Door, Put Out the Light. All right, 2 non-album songs, recordings. Okay. This is the same thing in a card sleeve. And this is another CD single, Suddenly Strange. It's the album version of Suddenly Strange with 2 more songs, All Fall Down and Welcome to My Kitchen. What a beautiful package. And what a great song. Suddenly Strange is one of my favorite songs by Bic Runga, and probably in the top 25 of my favorite songs by any artist. It is kind of like I described it in my previous videos, kind of like a Beatles song that was written and recorded in 1967, and it's just a fantastic song. And this is another CD single. Sorry, it's a slightly edited version of the album track. It doesn't, on the album it fades in. Here it just comes in. All right, and this has Lonely Lola Cherry Cola Girl and Sway, a live version of Sway on here. All right. Sorry. Another great song, Sorry. All right. And there was a video that she recorded, that she filmed of this song. Really great artist, man. Really excellent. All right, and here is something by the Straw People. It's another. It's like a four-track EP, and then a video. It's one of those enhanced CDs. So this has alternate mixes of Drive, and of course it features Bic. It's her song, and it features her performing. And somebody messed with the mixing, right? The Straw People. Whoever the Straw People are, I don't know anything about the Straw People. I'll quite honestly, it's the mixes of Drive on that CD single aren't something that really appeal to me all that much anyway. No offense, Straw People. All right. Some other bits in here that aren't all that critical. This is a like a compilation album of artists that performed at the Lilith Fair, and it includes, oh look, this is a promotional version, and it includes Bic Runga performing Sway. All right. This is called the Lilith Fair, a celebration of women in music. If you want to learn more about it, just check it out on Discogs, or just Google it, and you can find out more about it. This particular disc, I don't know if there's other Lilith Fairs, but this one was released in 1999. And if you Google it and you see that cover, then you know you got the right one. All right. It's all women. Ladies. All right. Let's get to her second album. And this is her second album. Beautiful Collision. Great album. This was released, I thought it was released in 2000 something. 2002. No. Looks like it's 2003. Yes. All right. This is a special edition that comes with a second disc as well. 7 more tracks. Comes in a slipcase. Of course, there's a alternate artwork on the booklet itself. Okay. And this is a really good album. I think Election Night's a really great song, and Gravity, the last song on here, is also fantastic. Really some great songs on here. Neither of those are singles, but the singles are nice, man. The singles are good, but those 2 songs I think are fantastic. All right, so, all right, and and then there you go. There's the album CD, And ooh, there's your bonus disc. This thing's falling apart on me. How is that? Oh, there it goes. I just snapped it into place. All right. Yeah, there she is cutting her hair off. Very dramatic. But anyway, great artist. Second album. I just happen to have two copies of that. This is a double pack with Beautiful Collision and the Tour Edition double pack. All right, so you get Beautiful Collision, but you only get one disc. And then you get the Live in Concert, okay? Oh, and this gives you the Acoustic Church Tour, April and May of probably 2003 or 2004, maybe it was. Looks like it's 2004. Yep. I got it right. I'm so happy. All right, yeah, April and May of 2004. See reverse for details, and it gives you the dates. But anyway, nice little 2 CD set. All right. A promotional copy of the same album. Why I have it, I have no idea. I don't need it. All right, here is CD single. Okay, Something Good, and it includes Get Some Sleep, and Wishing on a Star. So you get 2 more songs, and then you get a video for Something Good. So it's one of those enhanced CD singles that came out back in 2000, in the early 2000s. Get Some Sleep is a BBC version, live. And Wishing on a Star is CSO, Christchurch Orchestra, live version. So actually it's on an album. It's in that box, 2 CD box that I just showed you. Okay, Something Good. Here is another version of another CD single, Something Good, with alternate B-sides, A Day Like Today, and Something Good, the Submariner mix, featuring THA, Tha Freestyle. I don't know what that means. So I don't know who that is. And but I love the cover, beautiful face. Yeah. Here's Get Some Sleep, another CD single with with a different A side. 3 more tracks. You Don't Want to Know, okay, that's an album track. Then there's Counting the Days, a live version of Counting the Days. And Get Some Sleep, the Andrew Hale remix, airplay edit. Ay, ay, ay. Give it a long name like that. And it makes me sneeze. Here's another. Oh, here's a beautiful Collision sampler. It's actually 2 different discs in here. This sampler is interesting because here you get 5 5 tracks from the forthcoming album, Beautiful Collision, to be released on July 2002. All right. Beautiful Collision sampler. This was, I'm guessing, let's see, Sony Music New Zealand. Yeah, right. This is a New Zealand disc. Produced by Bic Runga. Mixed by Michael Brower at Quad Studios in New York. All right, so anyway, 5 tracks from the forthcoming album. Get Some Sleep, Something Good, Beautiful Collision, She Left on a Monday, and Listening for the Weather. And it says tracks 3 to 5 are unmastered mixes. So this is something really unique. Actually, it makes me want to, I don't think that I ever really focused on this thing. Five-track samplers. Here's the disc itself. If you want to see what the disc looks like. But unmastered mixes of Beautiful Collision, She Left on a Monday, and Listening for the Weather. So if you want to hear an unmastered mix of those 3 songs, you can get it on this thing. And it makes me curious as to what the difference might be in the terms of the sound. I might have to A/B them. I've never done that before. Because now if I was only interested in one artist, I probably would have studied this to death. And I'd probably be able to explain the differences, but I do have a big collection with a lot of other artists. So that's what happens. Sometimes you just don't get to it. Here is, looks like a promotional copy of this CD single, Get Some Sleep. Then it's got 2 more songs, You Don't Want to Know and Gracie. All right. Yeah, Get Some Sleep out on, looks like January 30th, 04. This is the first single from Beck's second album. All right, gives you somebody to call. If you want, contact Jenny at Sony. Gives you the phone number. Jenny. Get Jenny on the phone. All right. And then here's another compilation album, The Woman at the Well. And this is a CD of the songs of Paul Kelly, performed by a bunch of women artists. And of course, Bic Runga is one of the artists on it. In fact, she starts it off with The Gift That Keeps on Giving. So you get, and this is an Australian release, made in Australia. And this was released, oh, look at this. This came out, my eyes, 2002 on Mushroom Records. That would make sense because Paul Kelly is on Mushroom Records. Paul Kelly is a great artist that I got into through learning about Bic Runga. And there is your CD on the inside. Beautiful picture disc. And man, I love Mushroom Records. I think that they just put out a really great product. And if you're a Paul Kelly fan, you can check that video out on my channel. It's further down this way, down there more. But it was pretty recently, actually. Maybe not even a month ago I did that video. And yeah, she does The Gift That Keeps on Giving. And then there's a whole bunch of other ladies who did all kinds of great music. It looks like a lot of them are Australian artists. And if I remember correctly, Beck also performs on the drum. She plays the drums on one or two of these tracks with some of these other ladies. So, because she does play the drums. Awesome. This is a Together in Concert live. It's Tim Finn, Bic Runga, and Dave Dobbin. Dave Dobbin is a guy I don't really know, but he worked with these two guys. I know Tim Finn of the Finn Brothers, and so this was an album that the live album of the tour of New Zealand by Tim Finn, Bic Runga, and Dave Dobbin in August and September 2000. So I'm a little bit, in terms of chronology, I'm off, way off here. Yeah, this is from 2002. Way off. Okay. This, you know, it's funny, man, because here is something by Marshmello, and somehow this is associated with Bic Runga. A Marshmello production. And I guess maybe I better figure it out real quickly while I'm on camera here. Oh, yeah, Beck plays drums on some tracks on this record. That's what's going on here. I remember now. She plays drums on Anytime Soon. And if I remember correctly, she plays drums. She does sing backups as well, or I shouldn't say backups. She sings. She does vocals on Snow. And then backing vocals she does on Over and Done. I think that's it. It was 3 songs that she worked on. Yeah, and that's the only reason I got it. And I don't even remember listening to it, which is typical of what I will do. If I get into an artist and I really am trying to collect everything by that artist, a lot of times I'll get stuff and then I won't even follow through and check out what the hell I just scored. And it does happen. What can I tell you? All of her proper albums I have listened to though, but this is an oddity. And this came out in 2003. There. All right, and then a few years later, back in 2000, I think 2005. Yep, 2005, she released this album, Birds. This is the, and she was a big artist, so they would, you know, different territories might release different tour editions. Well, here's the limited Australian tour edition. It features 5 live songs recorded at the Civic Theatre in Auckland, 2005. So it's a classy looking little package, beautiful. Looking real fancy. No fancy artwork on this thing, Columbia Records. And she does Birds, Blue Blue Heart, Ruby Nights, Listen, and The Be All and End All, recorded live at the Civic Theatre. Yes. There it is. All right, there's the disc. And I think this actually has the lyrics, does it? Or am I wrong? I am wrong. There's no lyrics in here. Yeah, she doesn't put the lyrics in her CDs, and she doesn't put them in her albums either. So all right. So that is the Australian Tour Edition. All right. And here is the CD single from that album, Winning Arrow. Okay. This contains 2 more songs, Somewhere in the Night. Oh, it contains 1 more song, Somewhere in the Night, and then it's got the video for Winning Arrow. Okay. Somewhere in the Night is a non-album track. Yep. Here is here's the special edition. All right, 2 extra audio tracks. This is, oh, and then for the first time ever, 5 live performances on DVD plus 2 videos. Okay, so, and this, I'm guessing this is out of New Zealand. Yes. And this contains 2 more songs, Somewhere in the Night, which is on that CD single I just showed you, and then Something's Gotten Hold of My Heart, or my heart, as she might say, hot. Live at the Civic Theatre, Auckland, November 2005. Birds, Blue Blue Heart, Ruby Nights, No Crying No More, and Captured. And then the music videos for Winning Arrow and Say After Me. So there you go. Yes, this is the special edition out of New Zealand. They knew they had something special, so they put it out, a special edition. All right. That was 2005. About 3 years later. Here, hold on a second. Yeah, 3 years later, she went through her archives and found some interesting tracks and re-released a couple. There's also some B-sides on here. Trying to Remember Everything, rare and unreleased. And my collector mentality. I heard rare and unreleased, and I went zip right to the store and picked this up. Or actually, I think I ordered it online from somebody somewhere. This collection of recordings spans from 1996 to 2008. Many are outtakes from the studio records. Some are live on the radio, which I remember felt good at the time. Some are old demos. All are songs that I'm happy for you to now have in your filthy hands. I added the word filthy. She didn't say that. She's too nice. All right. So she went through 30 boxes of sessions that Sony had in storage. Most of it made me cringe. Some of it made me laugh out loud. So, and I'll bet you some of the ones that made her cringe and some of the ones that made her laugh, I bet you a lot of collectors really would have, or fans would like to hear them. I know I would too. Sometimes the ones that you don't like are things that people hear, they go, man, I really like that. But you know, you can't force an artist to release anything they really don't want to, so. But yeah, outtakes from Drive. This is great because it tells you what each, you know, about each track, if it was live on the radio, blah, blah, blah. All kinds of information on here. And you can find this stuff, I'm sure, if you look it up, if you Google it or look it up on Discogs, you will find this stuff. All right, from 2008. Trying to remember everything. All right. Here is 3 years after that, she went into the studio and then released this package, Bell. Ten songs, and it's nice. It's a nice album. Tiny Little Piece of My Heart, Hello, Hello. Hello, Hello, I think was sort of like the big single, or at least the one that she would perform on television programs and stuff in the morning, you know, like Good Morning America or Good Morning New Zealand or whatever, wherever she was. Nice little package. And for the first time, you get the lyrics. And lots of lovely pictures of her having a good time, doing her thing. Pretty awesome. I think she was a mom by now, so maybe that's why she took some time off, taking care of her little one. And that's a beautiful thing. All right. So here you go. Bell from 2008. And this is Close Your Eyes. From what year was this? 2000. Let's take a look. I didn't even crack. Yeah, 2016. Now, I never even cracked this open. I picked this up because I wanted to get the, well, I've wanted to get it on CD, and I got it on this digipack because it's got alternate artwork. And I never did even crack it open. So let's do that now. AT&T trifold utility knife. Stupid knife. Thanks, AT&T. You're very handy. So. Not tangle up my package. All right. So here you go. Here it is. There's the inside. There you go. No lyrics. Wow, and very difficult to read this because the contrast. I don't know what they're trying to do to people's eyeballs at Sony or wherever this was printed or whoever's responsible for it. But anyway, so here's the booklet. Minimalist artwork. There you go. All right, and that is the extent of my CD collection, my digital Bic Runga collection. 12 songs. These are all well, not all of them. These are mostly cover tunes, but she did write 2 songs. All right, and some of the cover tunes, they span from the 70s. I mean, you got Roberta Flack's "The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face." She covered the Meters, Kanye West, Nick Drake, that I could see for sure. The Blue Nile, Roberta Flack, Love, Francois Hardy, the Beach Boys, and the Mint Chicks, and Neil Young. Only Love Can Break Your Heart. Awesome. Awesome. All right. And now, still have a few things to show you because I do have a vinyl collection of Bic's material. This is actually a record store day release, and it was pressed in New Zealand, I believe. Released out of New Zealand, Sony Music. And I'll tell you, I was really disappointed because there's no inner sleeve. There's no, printed pictures, like printed inner sleeve. All right, it was just a plain thing. I like the label. The label's a nice custom label, which, if you know me, I dig that sort of thing. All right, but what disappointed me more than anything was the quality of the pressing. I thought it was ridiculously noisy, and I have cleaned it. Maybe I will continue to clean it, and I will continue to play it, and we'll see if the noise seems to go away or get reduced. But what a disappointment. It's a real cheap package. And they could have put a printed inner sleeve in there that sort of duplicated or replicated the artwork of her original album, or maybe some of the alternate things from alternate releases, or like the special re-release from 1999 or something like that. But no. Anyway, the first thing I ever got by Bic on vinyl was this 10-inch single, Winning Arrow, with Say After Me. So you get 2 songs on each side. You get Winning Arrow and Say After Me, the 2 singles. I guess you could say they were singles. And B-side was Birds, and then Somewhere in the Night, which was the non-album B-side, unless you got the special edition. So here it is. Here's the 10-inch record, or 10-inch EP. All right. And it's nice. Kind of bizarre because it does have what looks to be some kind of issues, but the actual record itself is beautiful. Beautiful. It looks like an old 78 on Columbia Records, and I do like that a lot. And yeah, it was a little bit noisy. Maybe they did that on purpose because the 78 tends to be really noisy. Is it possible? I don't know. I don't know. But I do like the package. And I have played it, and I will play it again. And the cover is just so bizarre with that bird. Why you? So there you go. And then one more. Close your eyes. See? Very different artwork. Okay. You open this up. You get a little bit of it. Okay. And the hype sticker, which I would manage to hold on to, says one of New Zealand's most revered and successful musicians of all time, which is true. I'm guessing that's true. She was very popular. Bic Runga has created a psychedelic pop masterpiece, mixing original material and a selection of covers of her favorite songs, including tracks by blah, 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 blah. So, but what a beautiful cover. Now this has, all right, this was the, what they call the inner bag in England or in the UK. Yeah, this is what the record came in, the inner sleeve. Of course, I put it in a lined sleeve. And you get, close your eyes, side one, you get these cool, it's a nice custom label. Close your eyes, side two. It's like two. All right, this is it. Except for one more thing that I want to show you because I'm a maniac. Yeah, I was a big Bic Runga fan, and at one point back in the early to mid 2000s, they started to go online on YouTube. Of course, YouTube came out back in 2003, 2004, or whenever it was, or 2005. Yeah, 2005 or 2006, actually, YouTube came out. So it was so easy to just find all kinds of cool videos. And maybe a couple of years later, after I got, I really got into Bic and started looking for all kinds of cool stuff online. Well, I found a lot of cool videos, a lot of promotional stuff, some live stuff, some television specials, and I ended up putting this out. I ended up putting this together myself. Now, I didn't put it out to be consumed by the public. I just burned it for myself. It's I called it Bic Runga, a video retrospective from 1995 to 2012. All right, so there's 139 minutes worth of material on here. And if you want to see what's on it, I will show you the track listing. All right. You could freeze it, I guess, and then take a look if you're sort of, if you're so inclined. What I did was, with the videos, I actually used my own, I used the CD soundtrack. I took audio and video software and was able to take the audio from the CD and then sync it up the video with the audio. And it was really easy to do. It was a lot of fun. And I ended up burning this disc. You get Sway, the alternate New Zealand single version. You get Drive, the alternate New Zealand Love Soup EP version. Bursting Through, the alternate New Zealand single version. Suddenly Strange, Sorry, and Roll Into One, and then Sway, the regular album version. And then Drive, the Interstellar Overdrive mix. I think I just found that online, and just, I don't know who posted it or what it was. Oh, and then there's on the Drive CD album, there was something called, it was a CD plus file called Interview. That lasted 6.5 minutes, and I was able to capture that, and I was able to put it on here. So you get the interview, and then you go to her second album, Beautiful Collision, and I got Get Some Sleep. There's actually two promotional videos for Get Some Sleep. So I captured both of those and put them on here. So you get Get Some Sleep, Something Good, Listening for the Weather, and then the second version of Get Some Sleep, or the alternate version of Get Some Sleep. Then there's Winning Arrow, a video for Winning Arrow, and a video for Say After Me. There are short films that include clips of songs from Belle, If You Really Do, Everything Is Beautiful and New, Devil on Tambourine, Belle, Music and Light. These are all about a minute long, just slightly over a minute long. And then there's a video for Hello, Hello, If You Really Do. Yeah, there's a video for If You Really Do, which is also on here. And Tiny Little Piece of My Heart is also on this album, and that is on here as well. So there's 3 videos, I guess, from this, songs from this album. Then there's Tiny Little Piece of My Heart. Then there's Live at Yours. It's an Aussie TV special from 2006. 22 minutes long. It's she does No Crying No More, Something Good, Say After Me, Drive, and The Last Kind Word. So she does 5 songs. Then she also does, from another show, Say After Me, live acoustic. I don't know if it's a show or what it is, but it's a performance. It's a recording. Say After Me, live acoustic. The Daily Grind, a show from 2008. The Daily Grind, that was a one of her songs. I'm sorry. Then she does something called Talk Talk. It's an interview, and then she performs. She's interviewed by some guy, and then she does Real and Imagined, a song called Real and Imagined. cool because yeah, I mean, there's songs on here that there's songs that she performs on here that are not on her albums. So then she does Apple Pie Bed with the NASDA Choir Silver Scroll Awards. Then she does Hello Hello, the music sessions. Everything is Beautiful and New, the music sessions. And then the morning show, Hello Hello. This was from New Zealand, March 13th, 2012. Everything is Beautiful and New. Another version of Everything is Beautiful and New. And then Hello Hello, Saturday Night Show, 2012. And then a live version of Sway. Closes this thing out. There's 34 different items that I put on this thing. And it runs for 139 minutes. So I really packed this thing. But anyway, that's what this is. This is my own creation, and I always wanted to share this with her, and but I couldn't contact her. So Bic, if you see me and you want a copy of this, I will burn you a copy of this for you. I don't know about the paperwork, but I'll burn you a copy of this. So, like you really need that. Oh boy. So anyway, that's it. And that's a little over an hour, but it's shorter than what I did before. And I think it's a better presentation. And I did include that DVD that I burned. So anyway, see you next time. Goodbye.